Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the AEW Dynamite post show following a Wrestledream, and it is Wednesday, October 22nd. It's your girl, Denise Salcedo, joined by Righteous Reg. Reg, how are you?
It's your favorite rapper, your favorite writer, your favorite podcaster. I'm doing great, Denise. It's Wednesday night, feeling fantastic, fangtastic, as people like to say. I thought that was
Fantastic?
feeling fangtastic
Oh,
because
is it because it's October?
it's Halloween, vampires and all this, zombies, ghosts, the things that scare, the things that are spooky outside. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty fun Dynamite there, and happy to be here. What's up with you?
Yeah, I'm feeling good coming off of that show. I thought we got a good little balance of pretty much some good wrestling matches throughout the night, but some developments and some storylines that we're going to get into, as well as we finally got the bracket for the highly anticipated AEW Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. So overall, I would say it was a pretty decent episode. Before we get into it, hey, Reg, we were just talking the other day about how the follow-up episodes to like AEW pay-per-views, the criticism has been that they're never that strong. I kind of felt like this one was probably one of the better ones following a pay-per-view.
Yep, I'd agree too. I think that the follow-up to the Samoa Joe and Hangman Adam Page stuff was really good with the ops, which we're going to get into. And I thought that development of the women's storylines, be it this really fun match that we had and the brackets for the Women's World Tag Team Championship Tournament, I thought all of that was really good stuff. So yeah, I came out of this being excited about the potential of where we're going. Sometimes we come out of the pay-per-views and it's just like, here's the show because we have to have a show. And this one felt like some stories are being told. There's some stakes being added. Some good stuff's going to happen in the future off of what was developed in this episode.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Like we even got a Tony Khan appearance, a lot of movement on the women's front. I feel like today there was actually more movement on the women's front than there was on the men's side of things. Like for the most part, everything on the men's side of things is about the same. Like Darby's continuing stuff with the Death Riders. That's not ended yet. Takeshita and Okada came to a little bit of a front there at the end of the show, but that's not anything really too new here. However, on the Chris Statlander Mercedes Monè front, Chris Statlander has said, you're on Mercedes. We're going to do this match. I don't know. Did she say when they're going to do the match, though? I'm assuming at World's End or?
No, it's Full Gear.
Full Gear. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting Full Gear is still upcoming, so my bad. All right, so Full Gear, they're gonna run that back. So that's gonna be something. And then we still got the tag team tournament. So there's and Athena and Mercedes are gonna be teaming up together. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of movement happening over on that side of things. But before we get to this, we got infamous Raider Loco here who says, "Get the tank. Dora is down. She saw Fatal 4-Way."
Get the tank.
Dora couldn't handle all the sexiness. We got Jacob Tatum here who says, where did you and Reg go to high school? Plus, who was more popular and favorite memory or moment and your favorite teacher in high school? Plus, any stories? You know what? I'll come back to this one in a second. Let's go ahead and get started with the AEW Women's Tag Team Tournament first, because I want to make sure we dive into that. And here's the bracket, because both Reg and I have shitty memories. And the bracket, why is it like this? Oh,
why is there forest behind it? There's trees behind there. What's going on?
Let's take a look at this. The bracket is showing trees because that's my wallpaper from
okay. I was like, what?
And I did a really shitty job of screenshotting.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I was very confused. I was like, is the tournament happening in the forest? Like, why is there?
Honestly, if it did happen in the forest, that'd be kind of hot, man.
That would be dope.
Yeah.
You're right.
All right, so let's talk about this. On the left side of the bracket, we got the team of Jamie Hayter and Queen Aminata. Let's start with that one. How do you feel about the pairing of Jamie and Queen Aminata?
We talked about it a little bit in the show. I came into this tournament, I probably would have predicted that both of them had different partners, but when the match was happening, the Fatal 4-Way with the women's tag teams, seeing them work together and seeing that finish that dude, Denise, when they started jacking up Julia Hart and they hit her with the big boot.
No, wasn't it Penelope? Was it Penelope?
Oh, it was Penelope.
Yeah.
It was Penelope. When they started jacking up Penelope, they hit her with a double big boot. Then their finisher, which is a headbutt and a lariat at the same time, essentially. I was like, you know what? I'm not mad at this team at all. I like these two women. They are throwing them bows hard as hell. Are they going to win? I don't know. I don't know what this tournament holds. I think that I had an idea of who maybe I thought could win, but seeing the brackets, I don't know. But I like that pairing a lot.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling it in the beginning, and someone even mentioned like, oh, we should have seen Queen Aminata with like Athena, for example. And I'm like, yeah, that would have been cool. I would have liked to see actually Jamie Hayter with who did I want to see her
Alex
with?
Windsor.
Oh yeah, Alex Windsor, that's who I said. I would have liked to see that pairing, and they didn't go that direction. But once I saw the direction that they did go with Athena, well, then I was feeling a lot differently. But like you said, they did look impressive with the way that they won that match. So shout out to them. But anyways, they're going to be taken on. And because they won that fatal four-way, apparently they were able to pick who they would go into the first matchup win, and they ended up picking somebody that is most likely they could win this entire tournament, and that's the team of Sky Blue and Julia Hart. So looking at this first little matchup here, do we feel safe in saying that Julia and Sky are taking that victory, Reg?
No, not safe at all. Safe 0%, Denise. I don't know if they're like this could be a feel-good tournament, Denise, like we're kind of describing when we're talking about the Sisters of Sin involvement in this tournament at all. There would be a feel-good win. We've watched these women come up from the start, it feels like. They young people in the industry to who they are now, being themselves, being the characters that they've always kind of wanted to be. So if they won, it'd be fan service. Everybody would appreciate it. But them, first of all, beating this insane team of Jamie and Aminata out the gate is going to be an issue. But if they get out of that, Denise, say they have this shocking win, which would be great. It's a way to make that happen with Jamie and Aminata. But then who do they got to face after that? Like, it's going to keep getting to like, can they beat these people? I don't know if they can.
See, Reg, I have to kind of go the different direction with Julia and Sky because to me, Julia and Sky are the real tag team. They've been a tag team for how long now?
Correct.
And I rather, and I think they're amazing. I love their aesthetic. I love everything about them. I rather reward that team than a thrown together team with Queen Aminata and Jamie Hayter.
I'm with you. That's an amazing point. A great counterpoint. I think they make that. Bring the list up one more time because I actually want to see who are there any other real tag
So let's break it down. The next team we got is Willow and Harley. They're not really, I mean, they're friends, but they're not like really a tag team though.
This is their first time essentially being a tag team. Like they're not an established tag team. The other side is the only other real tag teams with Bane and Ford and Ty J, but they're wrestling each other. So most of them are put together tag teams. I think that's going to play a role. I thought that Willow potentially was going to be teaming up with Stat, but I think those are down the road things. Like they're going to establish.
They still got beef there, though. I think Willow and Chris, they still got beef.
They got a story to tell. They got to do a bunch of stuff with that. So what it's laid out here, that's actually an interesting thing too, because today they told the story with Harley and Mercedes. Harley was out there during Mercedes' celebration. So that match has even more stakes than what this tournament holds. Also, seeing that match, Denise, very interesting thing. I've been thinking for a long time that Willow would potentially be one of the people to dethrone Mercedes as a TBS champion. So they're going to be in a ring together again. Also, there's some other backstory there. Willow and Athena have had some amazing matches on a Ring of Honor. So like that match right there has a lot of stakes behind it and a lot behind it. Mercedes and Athena they're not going to lose in the first round. You're right.
Reg, get out of here. They're not going to lose at all in this. There's a great
You think they're going to win the whole thing?
There's a great, so I'm looking at this bracket. Definitely Monè and Athena to go over on Willow and Harley, right? Then on the right side, we got Alex Windsor and Riho versus Tony and Mina. Alex and Riho, they're not really like a team that I would have imagined would be a team. So that one kind of feels like the most odd pairing.
They're even more thrown together than anybody else, it feels like at this point. Yeah.
Right. Tony and Mina, like they're so much fun together. They've been kind of doing their thing now for a little bit. Like, not a full-fledged team, but still have appeared on camera multiple times together. Then with Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford, well, she's more of a sidekick. I don't really see them as a team. I see her as Megan Bayne's sidekick. TJ,
do you still?
Yeah. Oh, big time. Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely see it like that. TJ, again, fully fledged tag team. So I'm thinking on the left side, it's going to be Mercedes and Athena. And then on the right side, I think it's going to be Tony and Mina. I know, and I thought TJ was going to take it all.
The only issue is like Tony's been champion for most of the time she's been here. And
she's
like,
special, Reg.
Yeah, like you kind of add prestige to this championship if you have Toni Storm in the finals, potentially winning. If somebody beats her and wins those tag team championships, that's like 2 victories. But then like Mercedes has a gazillion belts. People are going to be mad that she's even in this tournament. And like, do you want to have one team that's one of those teams we've been talking about, like the Sisters of Sin or Ty and Anna? Or do you want to have it all? These people are already champions and things. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Because you can have a world where it's the Sisters of Sin versus TJ.
Totally. And like, do you want to reward what we've been doing? Or do you want to, like you're saying, Denise, Toni Storm's a fucking big star. Do you want to have star power in this finals?
Look, I'm telling you, that's my prediction. I think it's either going to be Mercedes and Athena versus Tony and Mina, or it's going to be the Sisters of Sin and Surprise Us versus TJ.
And who wins?
My overall, you're going to hate my answer. I don't know. Some people might hate my answer. I think it's going to be Athena and Mercedes.
You think so? Well, I'm not gonna hate your answer. That's my team to win the whole thing too.
But I fully recognize that they are so on board with giving every title to Mercedes. Like, I get it. I get the bit. I see what is happening right before my eyes. If it quacks like a duck, walks like a duck, it's a duck.
Denise, people are gonna be so mad, Denise. They're gonna be pissed.
Well, I'm not here to tell you about what the people want. I'm trying to think about what the company's gonna do.
Is that take Mercedes, what she doing? Is that the right move?
Plus, also, if she ends up going against what's her face, Chris Statlander for the women's championship, we kind of said that because she already defeated her twice, she's not going to defeat her a third time. So they're really trying to make Chris Statlander into a strong champion. She just defeated Tony. She might defeat Mercedes. You think they're going to have Mercedes lose out on 2 titles?
I don't want to say they could be starting this Mercedes downfall thing. So yeah.
Well, it's going to be a long way down, bro. She's got 12 titles to lose.
Well, she's not going to lose all of them like that, but like that one and this opportunity. I'm going against Mercedes and Athena. That's crazy. I'm not going against Mercedes and Athena. Mercedes and Athena are winning you're out here this going against 2
black women, Reg. What's your problem?
Hold on a second. Wait a second. Rewind.
How could you, Reg?
Denise is trying to get me out of here fast. I would never go against 2 black queens representing here in America. Shout out to Athena and Mercedes. They'll never lose. Oh, shit.
Oh, man. All right. Back to Jacob Tatum's question. He says, where did you and Reg go to high school? Plus, who was more popular? Favorite memory or moment and your favorite teacher in high school or any stories? All right. So I went to Bell Gardens High. Shout out to Bell Gardens High School. And then more popular. I don't know if you were popular, Reg. I wasn't popular. Favorite memory? I hated high school, so I don't have any favorite memories. Oh, you know what? Maybe my favorite memory was making the dance team. The advanced dance team, by the way. I skipped all the other levels and got straight put into advanced. Oh, and then also performing on the theater. Like, I was part of the little plays and stuff. I used to do that too. So those are my favorite moments. My favorite teacher.
Nerd.
I had a few. I don't remember their names, but there was a few good ones in there. Any stories? Way too many. Which one do you want?
Mean?
Which one do you want?
What do you mean way too many?
Oh, I can't share half my high school stories, Reg. Like, legit, I can't even share them.
I mean, you was buying your boyfriend's Jack in the Box with your goddamn candy money.
Those are the sweet stories that I can share.
I went to West High School in Bakersfield, California. Shout out to West High School, the Vikings. I was more popular than Denise because Denise was not popular as she described here. She was one of those hide in the corner, little girls
I
who was
didn't hide in the corner, but I also didn't. I wasn't the person that based my entire self-worth on other people's opinions, Reg.
Did you hate the cheerleaders?
I didn't give a fuck about the cheerleaders or anybody. I didn't hate them. I didn't care. I put no thought into them.
Hella funny, dude. Well, yeah, I was more popular. Favorite memory or moments? I don't. It was high school. I can't really remember anything. I did do the morning announcements in my
what a geek.
Senior year, and I would drive people fucking nuts with it. It was amazing. Teachers, I can't remember. Who do you remember any teachers' names from your thing, Denise?
I remember but I remember my 5th grade teacher. Shout out to Mr. Brooks.
I remember Mr. Thistle. That's like 8th grade. He was the wrestling coach. Of course, I remember that. Mr. Thistle.
Mr. Thistle sounds like a name from a movie.
Mr. Thistle, he was pretty good. Mr. Dooley, because he threw a chair at a kid.
Did you go to that you had all these crazy names? Like whatever happened to like Mr. Rodriguez, Mrs. Gonzalez, like simple names?
None of that. But Mr. Dooley threw a chair at a kid. That's why I always remember him. And then when I started wrestling training, that kid came to wrestling training one time. His name was Justin. And I was like, damn, remember that one time Mr. Dooley threw a desk at you? And he was all, yeah. He just really was pissing Mr. Dooley off. And Mr. Dooley was like, ah! It was a crazy time in my life. 6th grade. You guys remember 6th grade?
Oh, I remember 6th grade. I have very vivid memories of like middle school and high school just because they were awful.
Were you bullied?
Oh, big time. Yeah. I've talked about that. I was bullied since I was in elementary.
Those kids were not being a star, were they?
No, they were not being a star.
That's why. Why would they bully Denise Salcedo? She is just so cool.
Really, Reg? You know exactly why I was bullied. Because I was a fucking nerd, okay?
Nerd!
No, I think I was bullied. Well, I was bullied.
And you're like tiny.
I was honestly the good kid. Like I was a good kid, and the good kids tend to get punked around. And I was also an innocent kid, you know?
The good kids are the ones that got bullied. That's the thing. You know?
My mind wasn't like filthy like some other kids. Like I didn't have that like dirty sicko mind. Like I was a kid's kid. Like I was a kid, you know? I didn't have weird thoughts like some of the other kids that were like my 5th grade kids were already smoking and drinking 40s. Totally. I wasn't doing that.
No. I got bullied only because of what we're still fucking doing right now. Here I am
wrestling?
Still talking about it 30 years from now and still doing this shit and still going to wrestling every weekend. All those kids were right.
But now you should be like, hey, motherfucker, I'm doing something I love. Are you?
That's true.
Are you?
Those ones are like working in the oil field or like dead.
They're in the mines. Getting blown up. Meanwhile, Red just watching fucking wrestling and talking about it.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna make money for like talking about wrestling today right now. So there is a bright side. You're right, Denise. There you go.
Thank you so much, Jacob. We got Ben Sneffer here who says Billy Starks is going to get her revenge on Athena eventually. That seems to be what a couple of people are saying. However, my whole thing was that feels like something of the Ring of Honor world. That is not really existent here on Dynamite.
Totally.
You got to get people invested in that. And I know they've had a couple of appearances, but like you got to get people invested or else you're not really going to care.
And that was why I think that's why the Athena and Mercedes thing happened, because they've been telling this story on TV. Like every time we've seen Athena on AEW TV in the last 6-7 months, she's either been attached to something Mercedes or it's all been like surrounding Mercedes. Like that whole thing is like when she's on TV, she's either trying to fight Mercedes or in this case, trying to be tag teamed with her. So they've been laying the foundation for this. And like Denise has said, they haven't really been prepping us that Billy Starks is going to be Athena's partner or that they're even a thing. You have to like be a Ring of Honor head to even know what that is.
Exactly. So for me, it's just not real. That's why I don't like the idea of doing something like that, because I'm not emotionally invested.
Right. And I think that's a fair thing to say, because you want to bring Athena in with stake. Like Denise just said, she's probably gonna win the tournament. And if she would have been announced with Billy Stark, Denise would not have said that. So like she's coming in with a story with some stakes. It's gonna all of her matches are gonna really fucking mean something because she's attached to Mercedes.
Thank you, Ben. We got Infamous Raider Loco here who says, didn't know the match was happening. Made it even more sweeter for me. Tony Mina versus CEO Athena. Who wins? Billy Starks turns with jealousy, cost title. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't like the idea of Billy getting involved.
Yeah, I don't know that if that finals comes down to that, Mercedes is still scared of Tony and that, but Tony's on this losing streak, so it could be a CEO in Athena or
unless they do a thing where like they can't coexist, and then this leads to another match between Mina and Athena. I mean, sorry, Athena and a Mercedes. Part like 2, that. Baby, part 2.
I like that a lot too. Like if this is a vehicle to that, I kind of like that more than them being tag team champions. But I also am really on the side of Mercedes winning another one and everybody being so mad because that makes me so happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like her having all the belts and everybody being like, I can't believe she fucking did it again. It makes me happy. Like I go skipping through town.
People love to talk about how much Mercedes has these belts, and they either love to praise it or they love to hate it. So let me tell you, on my Facebook page, I posted how this was when she had 11 championships that night that she won the Ring of Honor title at WrestleDream. I posted the next day, like, oh, you know, these are all the titles Mercedes has, right? That was it. I just put the titles and the titles and a picture of her, and that was it. That shit blew up because everybody had something to say, whether it was positive or negative. It was a major conversation started. Then the next, by like, I'm going to say maybe like, I don't know what, 24 hours after I posted that, I had to update it because there was a whole other championship belt. And I'm like, oh my God, updated post. Here's number 12. And yeah, people were like, they either love it, don't care, or just really hate it.
It's been amazing to see, and the haters don't even realize what they're doing half the time. They're like, I can't believe she won another belt in this promotion that I've never heard of in my entire life and that I never am going to watch again. But that's crazy. So why are you mad for a promotion you're not going to watch anyways and didn't know existed and aren't going to know that it continues to exist? But on the flip side, we're all talking about these promotions that nobody knew existed and nobody knew anything about. And now they exist and now they're in the world and now people are talking about them for a reason. Denise's post is blowing up for a reason. When they say this person's not a draw, who keeps giving her this shit, blah, blah, blah. It's for a reason. That decisive shit, whether good or bad, is good.
You know what I liked? Tony Khan mentioning in an interview that he did that Mercedes Monè is not making that much money on the indies. Like she's not making anything, right? Or I guess anything for her, which she would consider something.
Definitely.
Might be something for somebody else. Anyways, saying like she's literally just doing this because she loves wrestling. That is it.
She loves the game. Well, you know, these people, and she's been to a Danish promotion and the winner, like these people don't have money. Like Mercedes has a big contract. We've talked about, I don't know if you guys know, like AEW is paying up. Like this is worth something. Like it doesn't behoove her to go and wrestle anywhere. It's only for the love of the game. And so people are still like, she's dumb for doing this, even though every time she has a match, go to that woman's Twitter or their social media, and they're like, I can't believe I have the opportunity to wrestle Mercedes. This is the best thing that ever happened to me. All those women are like, this is awesome. Thank you. Please do it again. And when everybody's like, she's ruining wrestling. And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think that's what this is.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about that, if you're a young girl in the indies and you're unknown and maybe you're across the world and all of a sudden you find out Mercedes is coming through, bro, dude, I would be so fucking excited and scared, but I would be so excited.
Definitely.
I'd be scared because I'm like, oh, bro, she's about to wrestle circles around me.
But you don't have to be scared because that's how good she is. She's going to help you through this match because she's the best in the world, best that ever did it.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Regardless, Mercedes definitely triggers a reaction to people.
That's a fact.
We got Anthony Giuliano here who says, Blue Jays and Dodgers both suck. Let's go Yankees, but I will be rooting for the Dodgers to beat the Blue Jays. That was a big topic yesterday on our Raw post show. Monday on our Raw post show, excuse me. Ten Ruza says Athena versus Starks for a Ring of Honor women's title next pay-per-view. Is that official?
The next pay-per-view, I think, is Final Battle at this point. I don't know. I think they might be doing Athena and Shuri, maybe. Or Sari, one of them. Like, I don't think it'll be Billy Starks.
MK Marco says Billy already crashing out on Twitter. All right, so
I
there
love
you
it.
go. It might play into that. I
Tell
don't
the
think it
story.
should,
Tell
but I
the
think it will
story.
now. All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there we go. Thank you so much, MK Marco. All right, so the next thing that I want to go ahead and dive into from this show is actually what we closed out with, which was Okada versus Bandido, which was definitely for me match of the night, even though I knew Okada was going to get his win back. I knew this. I knew this since the moment they announced it. Reg, was that not the first thing I said last week? I said, oh, Okada's going to get his win back.
Yeah.
And then these motherfuckers, they still got me so hyped when Bandido started doing this and the whole crowd was like, yeah, this is happening. I let myself for a split second buy into the idea that maybe, just maybe, we might get a surprise victory here. I knew better, but I still fell for it. I hate myself. Okada wins. Yay him. But damn, they did get my hopes up a little bit there, even though I knew, hey, Takeshita and him, they're going to continue this for the title. And that is what we ended up seeing, by the way. Takeshita did come out and confront Okada, which was cool. Not much was really happening there. Don Callis kind of held him back a bit, but they got to get into this more. I think they should have allowed Takeshita and Okada to really get into each other's faces because they're slow walking the dog with this one.
They totally are. The moment that you just described and your face on the watch along where that near fall that Bandido get that you bid on is exactly the reason why earlier this year, after Bandido and Takeshita, people were like, Bandido's the wrestler of the year. And I was like, you guys are being a little premature. This is a little bit early. Like, I hear you, but he had only had like 3 or 4 amazing matches. At this moment, Bandido is the wrestler of the year. For that, what he did when Denise was like, oh my God, this could be it. When we all know in the back of our brain, this isn't it. He has so many moments like that. And that's why his matches are so fantastic, because it gets to this point where the crowd's like, this guy is our guy. There's nobody in the world that we love better. Bandido's going 1,000 miles per hour. He has everybody in. He's firing up. That, like, you can't teach what Bandido has, and like there's that it factor that he continues to show in matches like this. This was a short match. This was kind of a sprint. They started late in the show. I was like, I wanted these guys to go like 25 minutes, but he still elicited that emotion with that sort of amount of time. Okada is one of the best in the world, and he helped a lot because of a bunch of moments that he did, like when he caught that drop kick off of Bandido trying the 21 plex. Phenomenal stuff. I like the finish a lot of him, Bandido, thinking he have Okada set up for the 21 plex, but Okada's not all the way on the ropes. So Bandido just flipped over him, Rainmaker, and that was the end of the match. Super fun way to end the match. And Bandido, he's just that guy. Put him in every main event every week, and I think people would be fine with it. The story that they're telling with Okada and Takeshita, I'm with you, Denise. They're kind of slow walking the dog. I feel like I don't think they're going to do the match at Full Gear. I think they might be pushing it to Wrestledream or World's End. I keep
what
saying
else is going to
Wrestledream,
be
World's
like
End.
their big match for the men for Full Gear? I mean, if they decide to run back Hangman and Samoa Joe, okay, great, but we've already seen that. If they're going to run back Darby and John, okay, great, we've already seen that. We're kind of in a place right now where what needs to be done and cannot basically be waiting around because, again, so many people are out and gone.
Yeah. We do need a big one-on-one match. Is not Full Gear, but Blood and Guts. That's after Full Gear, I think, and that's going to play a role. And I think that might play a role into how this main event scene lays out. I don't know if, because you're right, Denise. They are slow walking the dog, and I'm like, I feel like they would have announced the match already if they were going for Full Gear. But you know how sometimes they like to do that slow shit.
All right, so Blood and Guts is November 12th, and then Full Gear is November 22nd.
Okay.
Final Battle is December 5th, and World's End is December 27th.
Okay, so Blood and Guts is before that. So I don't think they'll do another Mox and Darby match at Full Gear because I think they're going to blow it off at Blood and Guts.
All righty, we got Tenruza here who says all the real ones will watch that lit collision. I'm going to be working, so sorry. I'm so mad that they put all these amazing matches on fucking Collision.
Fire
They
ass Collision.
announced, what was it? FTR, the Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. A four-way tag team for $400,000 on the line because the broke Bucks are broke. They announced Tekla versus Mina. Yeah. And then what else is there?
Yeah.
Something else.
Pac and Ishii.
Oh, yeah. Pac and Ishii. Oh, come on, bro. That should have been on Dynamite. I'm starting to feel like they are personally booking all the matches I want to see on Collision.
So you would watch Collision.
This is a personal attack on me.
They're like, she could just watch Collision. And she's like, no, I would never.
I got other shit going on, bro. Like, Saturdays are hard for me.
Saturday's a horrible fucking day to do wrestling. And like, most people watch Collision not on the day. Like, I'll be watching it on Sunday mornings a lot of the time. So like, they should probably do something about it. But I don't want them to put it on Thursday because I think back-to-back wrestling sucks. So I don't really know.
All right. Well, that's where we're at.
Put it on Saturday mornings. How about that? Let's try that.
Ew, I'm not gonna wake up Saturday morning to like go and watch. That's
you don't want to watch Saturday wrestling?
No.
Saturday morning wrestling. What's wrong with
Move that shit to fucking Thursdays. That's what we need to do. Move it to Thursdays.
You have a show that you watch.
I got two sets of I got two eyeballs.
No, you don't.
Yeah. What, you're telling me I'm walking around with one eyeball?
I mean, yes, you do, but that doesn't mean.
I can watch two shows, all right, Reg? For how long did I not cover AEW and NXT? And let me tell you, that was hard, okay?
Because it's easy to watch TNA and a different show. I hear you.
Exactly. Son of a bitch.
You about to get canceled from that show if they watch this. I hope they don't watch this. Sorry, Dave LaGreca or whatever your name is.
Dave's going to be like, damn, Denise, damn it.
You was talking a lot of shit tonight.
But I gotta be honest, man, and that's what I do every week on my Thursday show. I am very honest about how I feel about TNA. Some weeks they just drop the fucking ball.
She going in again. Look, I didn't even try this time.
Bruh, what are you doing to me? All right, we got Roberto Arsenal here. It says, Denise, if you can't see Mercedes' vision and message, then why can't you see Moxley's vision and message of wrestling with the Death Riders? Both are correct. Bro, their visions are like totally different, okay? 100% different. Like, I see Mercedes and Moxley as two totally different beings on my pro wrestling television.
Two different beings, huh?
Two different beings. Like, they ain't even in the same realm. They ain't even in the same universe to me.
Two different legumes over here, you guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't. That's your guy, Reg.
That's my guy. Shout out to the Death Riders.
Okay, how about this? If you really love the Death Riders, get a Death Riders tattoo. And then I'll really, truly believe you.
Why would I do that? I'm not down for any gang but my own.
I'm just saying, get a Death Riders tattoo.
I'm not that. Do I have any wrestling tattoos? No.
You really had to think about that?
I did, because I was like, wait, do I have any? I don't. No.
I feel like you should know already.
Yeah,
way
no,
in
I
advance.
don't know. I was like, damn, let me look. No, I don't. I totally don't.
All right, we got Jacob Tatum here who says, best year for you, or the best year hasn't happened yet, but also who has been the MVP of AEW? Most improved so far this year. Also, who deserves better? Who deserves better? Bandido. Well, actually, no, he's doing pretty good. Never mind.
Yeah,
Let me
he's
scrap
getting
that
his shit
answer.
off. He's getting his shit
that
off.
answer. That's not a good answer. Who deserves better? I was gonna say Takeshita, but he's getting up there.
He's the IWGP World Champion.
Yeah, that's not AEW though, is it? Is it AEW?
Nope.
Exactly. All right, who deserves better? I'm trying to think. Mina for the women. Mina, she deserves better. Willow.
Okay, Willow's my answer. Yeah.
Willow.
After staying Willow today.
Answer.
Yeah, Willow's my answer.
And then MVP of AEW for the first half of the year, still Will Ospreay and Hangman for me. Both of them. For right now, Bandido.
Second half is Bandido. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. Yep. And Jacob, I would hope that there's still good years to come.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to peak yet.
No, I think it's ahead. It's ahead.
Thank you so much, Jacob Tatum. I appreciate that, man. Alrighty. We got Ben Sneffer here who says, Denise, shame on you. You need to be a collider.
You need to start colliding.
Every time I tune in, though, the show ends up being a bust.
That's true. You do have a collider's curse also. So like maybe not watch it. Yeah.
Thank you, Ben. We got Daniel Robledo who says, I'm just Mr. AEW at Yankee Stadium now for 2 nights now. You already know it'll go to 50,000. I don't care. It will. Trust the moment.
I wish.
If they did, that would be very cool, right?
Doing a sick baseball stadium, but I don't know. Yankee Stadium, that's a big ask. But you never know. Cheap. Yeah, I mean, anything is possible.
Honestly, if AEW decided to come here to LA and do Dodger Stadium and they promoted it as a lucha show, they'd fill the seats.
Definitely, 1,000%.
But they got to promote it as a lucha show, not AEW.
No.
Sorry, AEW.
Has to be both at least.
Yeah. Thank you, Daniel. We got Sleazeboy here who says, off topic, Jimmy Uso should copy his wife because all one needs to do is push or follow his dad's footsteps. Oh, I see what you're saying. Because Naomi threw Jade Cargill the accident, and then Rikishi, I did it for The Rock.
Yeah,
so that's what he's saying. Jimmy Uso should do that. Okay, Sleazeboy, thank you. It took me a second to get that one.
To get a push.
Yeah, gotcha. And then we also got Ben Sneffer here who says, F the Fed, F Sarah Stock, F Ice.
3 Fs. I'm with you. Yes.
Alrighty. So next up, what we got here on this show, I kind of want to run down these matches pretty quickly. The Ops versus the Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, that was pretty fun, man. I love seeing Powerhouse Hobbs and Bobby Lashley go at it. I thought that was a strong highlight there. But how are we feeling about this, Reg?
That was my favorite part. No surprise here. I talked to you guys about it a little bit when it was announced. This, again, was a big deal. Seeing the big homie Powerhouse Hobbs and Bobby Lashley in there. They've made comparisons about Bobby Lashley with the big homie Powerhouse Hobbs. These guys, his careers kind of ran with that. Like Bobby Lashley has always been looming. And when Bobby Lashley was announced for this, for AEW, I was like, that's the match. So seeing them in there, the crowd knew it. Samoa Joe tricked us a little bit at first by tagging Powerhouse Hobbs out so he wouldn't interact with Bobby Lashley first on their own terms is when it happened. And I thought the interactions were really fun. They looked, both of them looked super strong. They were just teasing, which makes me think they could possibly have a one-on-one match somewhere in the future because something about it, we all felt it and it felt good. But the best other part about this match is Samoa Joe as a heel has been amazing. The things that he was doing in this match, like taking that away from Hobbs, and he
called the women fat in San Antonio, which at first I thought it was a compliment. I thought he meant they were like thick and yummy. So I completely read that wrong.
Yeah, Samoa Joe was definitely wilding on his after match promo, talking about the crowd, talking about Hangman Adam Page, talking about everything surrounding that. But I think the Ops as a heel faction is a big success already off of just one match. The match is super fun. Everybody being heel now just feels better. Like them cracking up Hobbs and Joe on San Antonio was awesome. And the way that they were doing it was super great. I'm excited about this iteration of them moving forward. I don't know when they're going to do the next Hangman Page and Joe match, but this shit is great.
Darby Allin, we have decided, is officially the heart and soul of AEW, going out there and basically saying, I was never going to quit and I would do anything for this company. I would die for this company. And you know what's funny? I believe every single word, man. This guy, people want him to be AEW World Champion. It's a little iffy right now because Hangman's got that. He's still, you know, I don't know. Do you feel like people still feel that hot right now about Hangman Page? Or is it just the lack of opponents? Because I just think it's the lack of opponents. Even though the stuff with him and Samoa Joe is not bad and it's pretty good, I don't think it's lived up to some of the stuff that he had going on prior to him winning the title.
Yeah, I think it's just that, Denise, is because it's that unknown of like, we don't know who his next opponents are going to be. We don't know what's after Joe. We don't know who's next up. And that doesn't give the feeling of thinking that the thing's hot. I think the fans in the arena still show and everything surrounding Hangman Page, everybody's still all in. But I think there's that that component. I think Darby Allin does play a role in this too, Denise. I think when we knew that they were going to run into that problem of like Darby Allin's going to come back from Mount Everest and people are going to be fucking super hot on him because he just climbed Mount Everest with the damn AEW flag. And exactly what you're saying about the promo, Denise, the number one thing pro wrestling is about, and when you do a promo, is believability. And that was a 100% believable promo from Darby. When Darby's like, I'll die for this, we all are like, we believe you. It's like sometimes a wrestler does a promo and we're like, I don't believe this one for 1 second. He's talking all that shit and he about to get beat up. Darby's like, I'll die for this business. I'm gonna kill the Death Riders. I would have never quit. Like, we're all like, yes, this is a believable promo that we're all in. And that's just building up everything for Darby. And I think we're going to continue to run into this problem if we don't get Hangman some viable opponents. We're going to get to this fever pitch of like, people are going to be like, oh, we kind of want Darby Allin to be the AEW World Champion.
But then the same thing's going to happen with Darby.
You're 100% right. We need some strong ass heels. We did just get 3 new strong ass ones with the Ops being on that side, but we need some other people that are right there on the cusp, ready to go for it. I think they're setting up some things, but we're going to need to get to work on that main event men's scene, Denise.
I agree. Now, we did talk about Mercedes Monè earlier, but we kind of glossed over the celebration, which was actually really fun with Harley Cameron having mini Monè, the little puppet, out there, and Mercedes beefing it with her. She ended up putting the puppet through the cake, but then Chris Statlander came out from behind and put Mercedes through the cake. This was fun. This was very, very fun. I liked how this all sort of came together.
Yeah, the little story that they're building with Mercedes and Harley, I think is awesome. Harley a couple of weeks ago being like, hey, we could be in this women's tag team tournament if you want to, because we have such great chemistry. Everybody loves us. The puppet Monè, everybody's into this whole thing. Her starting out the promo, I think, was really fun, and doing bits on Mercedes, knowing that Statlander was kind of looming in the background. I think this was all a good bit for Harley. Honestly, maybe she got even a little bit more than Chris Statlander did.
She did. She shined very well.
You know, Chris Statlander, I think she had some strong points in this with the promo to kind of start the show and being like, Mercedes, like, I'm going to pull up on you, pulling up on her and showing that I'm going to keep collecting these victories so you guys believe me as the champion, because I'm kind of tired of how people are talking about my reign so far. I like this segment a lot, them having the cake and that leading to Mercedes being like, forget all that and teaming with Athena. All really strong storytelling stuff here.
Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. This was your favorite match of the night, Reg, as well as the Death Riders versus Roderick Strong and the conglomeration. How are you feeling right now about what you saw today with the Death Riders?
It was okay. I didn't love it today. It was just kind of there. Like, it might have been a little bit overkill of having the matches back to back. Like, maybe
too much Death Riders.
I'm not gonna say that, because I did
come on.
I did like the interactions with Orange Cassidy and the Death Riders, and when Darby did eventually get down there, but I didn't feel like people cared about the matches. And like what you were saying, Denise, you would rather have the matches for Collision, and there's something more to that. You know what I mean?
Yes, I kind of felt like, and I think even the crowd felt that way, because they had that really cool backstage moment where Tony Khan was like hyping it up, and he's like, in San Antonio, and everybody was like, oh, this is not happening here. And then when I saw the match we were getting, I'm like, oh, that's what we're getting instead on the show? Okay, cool. Yeah, sure.
It's fine though. I mean,
it was not bad, but I just know that match is going to be way better.
I think they're trying to get, like I was talking about earlier, they're trying to get to this blood and guts match. I think it's going to be the Death Riders versus Darby and some people. So we're still going to be told this story for the next couple of weeks, but I'm kind of ready for everybody to move on to something else.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what hurt more, because he's like, they were in San Antonio. Exactly. So everyone thought it was going to happen then and there. So it was like a moment where they like,
I think they're going to have like a taping either tonight or tomorrow.
Right now, right now, Reg. Like, we want things right now. This is the society we live in. Right now or bust.
Totally.
Right now, damn it.
Right now or
now.
bust. Yeah. Right now and bust for sure. Totally.
And then Chief here's asking about female blood and guts. Yeah, they're still making their way towards that, but it's supposed to be Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter, Queen Aminata, right? Queen Aminata's in it?
I think that other time when you were looking at something that was made up, somebody just added that to Wikipedia because they haven't shown that anywhere else in the world.
No, they have. It was on Collision, Reg.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie Hayter challenged. Jamie Hayter was there with Queen Aminata when she challenged. She put out that challenge, Reg. It was on Collision. The clip was on AEW. I spoke about it.
No, I remember. Yes. But they didn't say who was in the match, though, is what I'm saying.
Right. But based on the fact that Jamie Hayter issued the challenge and Queen Aminata was standing right next to her, that's like her team right there. And then it would be against a Triangle of Madness, which includes Julia, Sky, Tekla, and whoever else they're adding.
It's like 5-on-5, though. Who's the rest?
I don't know who the rest is. That's what I'm waiting for. I think it might be 4-on-4.
Is it?
For the women. I think so. I don't know. We'll find out.
Yes. That's coming up in a couple weeks.
It is coming back. I'm excited. First ever Women's Blood and Guts.
What's going to happen? I don't think you should do it like that. Yeah, no, definitely. I said, don't do it again, dude. Why did you do it again? I'm like, no, stop doing that. I don't know why you keep doing it.
Wait, you can't be excited anymore these days?
I'm like, you can, but not in that way. The rules
are fucking different for women, and I'm sick of it, okay?
I wouldn't be excited like this. That's a crazy way to be excited. No, I don't think you should.
Go, Reg, your turn.
Nah, I like
who doesn't get excited and does a little of this, you know?
Nobody gets excited like that and has two of them in their hands like that. That's crazy.
You've never been watching a game and you stood up and you were like, yeah.
I pick it up a little higher, I think. Like I don't say,
not about right here. It's got to be higher.
No, not. Yeah, I'm like, you gotta chill, dude. You have to chill.
I'm just saying. Okay, so that if it's up here, it's better. You see, no matter how I do it, you're still going to think about it.
It's got to be super high.
In an inappropriate way.
Like some giraffes or something. It's got to be, see, that looks fine. But still looks kind of crazy, though. Like, how do you keep making it look like that?
I don't know.
Oh,
but you know what I do know, though? There are some things that I do know. Hold on. Fuck. Wait.
Come on.
Hold on. Okay. Ask me again. What do I know?
Well, what do you know, Denise?
Okay, well, here's what I do know, ladies and gents. I do know that plenty of companies claim to be the best, but few can back it up. Momentous is trusted by every NFL team and elite performers because they actually deliver on the quality and results they promise, like all their products. Their creatine is built on transparency, backed by science, and held to the Momentous standard. Creatine isn't just for muscle gains. It's essential daily fuel for your brain, body, and long-term performance, something that I've actually recently learned, and I've got my products today, so I'm very excited to start incorporating these into my diet. Momentous Creapure Creatine is backed by leading performance experts like Dr. Andrew Huberman and Dr. Stacy Sims. Sourced exclusively in Germany, Creapure sets the gold standard for creatine, delivering the purest form, creatine monohydrate, that's rigorously washed and never cut with fillers. Every batch is independently tested for purity, safety, and label accuracy, and NSF certified for sport. That's why it's trusted by Olympic athletes, pro teams, and even the U.S. military. Their travel packs now in lemon flavor. Can't wait to try those. Make staying consistent effortless. They're naturally flavored, perfectly portioned, and easy to mix with water anytime, anywhere. With over 2,000 five-star reviews, over 112,000 customers have seen the results firsthand. With Momentous, the fundamentals are done right. Right now, Momentous is offering our listeners up to 35% off your first subscription order with promo code INSTINCT. Go to livemomentous.com and use the promo code INSTINCT for up to 35% off your first subscription order. That's livemomentous.com, promo code INSTINCT. Woo!
Hey, let's
Wee! I
go. That's a
got
live
it.
read, you guys.
Yeah,
Live
I'm doing
reading
these
out here.
live, guys. I'm
Let's
like,
go.
I
I was
couldn't
thinking
get.
like, damn, Denise gonna live read this right now,
Yes,
straight
that's
up. And
why
then I was looking down, seeing, I'm like, she's doing this live, you guys.
I was like rigorously. I couldn't get rigorously out.
You are rigorously trying to get that
I
damn
was
word.
rigorously. That's only my second time reading this ad read, so like I struggled a bit. It's only my second time. All right, guys. So give me a second.
Respect.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, check out our sponsors. Our link are in the description box below, both for Momentous and Blue Chew as well. So shout out to them out here supporting the DWO. Alrighty, everyone. That's a wrap for us. Before we go, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoy our reviews, hit that hype button, guys. We're trying to get this channel to grow and blow up even more. Check out Denise's pieces. It's doing pretty all right. So go give it some love. I just dropped an interview with Natalia that is up right now. Go give that one some love as well. Reg, what do you got going on?
Just Grapsody this week. Everything's regular, everything's normal. Grapsody.com. You can get you a Grapsody hat and subscribe to the Grapsody YouTube page. I appreciate y'all.
I was thinking you were going to talk more so I can have more time to sip.
I don't got nothing. That's it. It's a boring ass week, luckily. Thank God.
Alrighty, everyone. We'll catch you guys in the next one. I'll be back for Friday night SmackDown coverage. Bye, everyone. Take care.